heretic at prayer in a church. Passing bold, Ramza.
I shall ask it plain. Why has the High Confessor planted you amongst Goltana's men?
I see no harm in telling you. Duke Goltana and Count Orlando. I am to assassinate them. Groups such as the Corpse Brigade, ill-contented with the crown and the nobility, are in no short supply. The church only fans rebellion's flame. The people tire of war, and their disdain for the crown waxes with each passing day. Of course, Goltana and Larg want to put down the rebellions at home, only they lack the troops to do so. To break the impasse, they seek to bring an end to the conflict for good and all. Even as we speak, their armies mass at Fort Bessalah to that purpose.
Then these months of rebellion and unrest, it all goes as the High Confessor had planned.
Yes, but it will not end as they have hoped. Larg and Goltana will be assassinated once the battle begins. Cut off one head, and two more spring forth. So naturally their closest allies must die with them. Count Orlando of the Order of the Southern Sky, Zalbag of the Northern, and of course, Lord Dysadark. With their leaders gone, the fighting will cease, and they will have no choice but to embrace the peace we offer.
A peace? Or surrender on the church's terms?
The people will proffer to the church the role of mediator with hands upraised. What's more, the church will have the Zodiac Braves. But there's the rub. One thing yet remains between the church and the Aurosite. The heretic, Ramza Beolf.
Is that it? You've come to fetch the Aurosite for your masters?
I am no hound heeling at the church's skirts. I answer to no one but myself.
Meaning what?
Meaning I would not think twice of killing you, Ramza, should the hour come. But not this day. Though our methods be different, our goals are not. As long as they remain so, you are no enemy of mine.
Jalida. Let us fight this together.
I cannot join you. She needs me. Far too much to leave her now.
The princess?
Prince or princess, the church cares not. It craves only power. A puppet state, with the High Confessor at its strings. This is their grand plan for Ivalice.
And you? Do you not use Ovelia to fulfill your own ambitions?
I cannot say. I am sure only of this. To save her life, I would gladly give my own. You must think this strange.
No. I understand only too well.
I address the heretic Ramza Beolf. You are besieged. You will surrender yourself up to us at once.
I know that voice. Confessor Salmor.